Welcome back to another game, and I'm going to play Sicilian. Reminder: this series, what is going on here? B2, B3. So yes, this series we're going to try and play against Gotham chess. So the idea being that he will watch my videos and challenge me to a game. We're just over 200 games in. No, is this 201 maybe? We had a really good win recently. So what are we doing here? The downside is I don't know how to play the Sicilian, and I certainly have never seen a B3 Sicilian. So do we put our bishop here? It's probably not a bad idea, is it? Or maybe even like queen here. Queen here, maybe they develop a knight, we push. Pick that up. I kind of like just putting the bishop here because I think it would be quite powerful on c6. So let's do that, and let's also not, I say this every game, not take too long with my moves. And let's see what we get. So yeah, interesting dynamic with the bishop on b2. Say I've been playing some kind of Sicilian dragon. I think it's the accelerated or hyper accelerated dragon, but I can't play g6. Usually I play this kind of structure, but obviously I can't play g6 because they've got a bishop on b2, and even if they like cover it with a knight, I'm still a bit wary of it because any kind of knight jumps from that position will then uncover their bishop. So we'll see. So we're playing Crazy Pig today. 1896 Blitz, 70 games, 42 games of Rapid. Okay, D3. So I'm quite tempted by A6 now. Just to secure that. And figure out how I'm going to develop it. It's actually a bit annoying, isn't it? Because on this, if they take it, do I take with the G pawn and play for like a fun type of thing here? I don't know. So I've not developed any of my kingside pieces. Feel a bit behind in development. So what am I doing with this e pawn? I'd ideally like to leave it at home and play this, this, and this. So what's my plan here? Like, I'm sure e6 is probably a move, and then you could play knight, bishop, castle. Maybe even e5 is a move just to try and blunt. Put all my pawns on dark squares. Maybe that's thematically, tactically what I should be playing. Like e5, Maroczy bind structure, and just say that your bishop's useless. Although because I've got two bishops, I probably want to open it up. But maybe we'll open it up with like f5. So yeah, the pros of this is I'm playing against their dark squared bishop. Cons are that I've got the two bishops and I'm giving away the d5 square. It's quite committal, isn't it? But let's not dwell too long. Okay. Maybe we go straight for this. I think we just develop our bishop. Seems okay for me. Yeah, so I want to play for f5. So normally you play knight f6 here, but I wonder if knight h6 is useful to then play on this. If this comes in, I'm not so bothered if you take my dark squared bishop. I think that's okay. So I think I'm going to play knight h6 to then play f5 and castle. It's a weird developing move, but I want to get it out of the way so I can castle, and I want to kind of blast through on the f file. Yeah, I suppose it's an interesting structure, isn't it? Because I was like, oh, I'm quite happy with them coming and taking my dark square bishop, because I'm going to have a lot of pawns on dark squares. I've got... Okay, so this castle... Now... I'm going to have lots of pawns on dark squares, which is good with the light squared bishop, which you can kind of like weave in and out of them, like a crisscross. But then they've got the same thing that they've... And maybe to a better extent. Okay, they're looking to play f4. So who gets there first? Suppose I go f5, f4. What does that look like? Takes. Maybe even takes. Looks like I pick up a pawn. Also, this bishop becomes a bit of a monster. Do I need to think about anything? I don't think so. So this is a bit of a weakness in the position. So I suppose like if they can get their knights in here, they can start probing and causing me some issues. Maybe they go passive and play like f3. But maybe then we lock it down. But f4. F4, maybe like bishop coming over, queen coming over. I think, yeah, which is a bit ironic because again, you look at closing down moves more if you had the knights than the bishops. I just feel that this is good. Like I say, this. I get my queen over, it just suffocates them for space, doesn't it? I'm going to be playing like G5, G4s. I need to get the king out of the way really, and I'd like to have both rooks on the G file, maybe on the H file. I'll say bishop here, maybe the queen sat here. We need to find a good path for the knight. Of where would that, if I could drag and drop the knight. This bishop is probably coming back round this way. Yeah, so I can see a world where the bishop's there, the queen's there. I can then maybe create something with a bishop there. Does this rook come over, or do we just blast straight through the front door with G5, G4? So I'm the one with all the space, and I think their source of counterplay's got to be these knight moves. I think if you're going back to defend, I'm pretty happy with that. So is this a move now? You can't push, surely. Here, then there. Maybe I'll play like king here to get a rook over, and then up. Do I launch this? Issue is that I want to play G5, don't I? So if I do that, the rook moves, and then I play g5, I get a bit stuck here. And do I want to play g5? I probably want to support it with the rook, so maybe I play king here, but that's maybe also a useful square that I'd use for my knight to... So I'm thinking king here. I don't think they really want to push. Maybe they do. Maybe they could play like this. Takes. Lots of things I want to do, but I also want to see what they're doing. So what's the plan? Do we just start with g5? g5 here. And then like, yeah, maybe that's where I want my king on h7. So I can go. So do I bring the knight back first, or do I go g5 first? So I want to play this, king here, rook over. Here's the black pawn structure, and I suppose the benefit is it's not so easy for them to kind of hit counter strikes. I have to prepare it with something like this, maybe. But maybe that's exactly what they should be playing. I don't know. If they go there, look, takes, and you get like takes. Yeah, I think that's it. But then I suppose that opens up the position, which maybe longer term is better for me with the bishops. But yeah, I can see some value in playing like this. Or here. Takes to play here. Yes, maybe also b4 is a useful move for them. So maybe I could also play b5, b4. Try and cut down on their pawn activity, such that they can't move forward because I take it. I don't know. You feel at some point they'll be able to break through, but. This diagonal might be useful in the future, potentially. Like moving the pawn with the discovery, or if like if this ever did come in, a queen here maybe. Can't take, lose bishop. Anyway, that's the stuff that's going on that side of the board, which is where I think they need to strike me back. If they just get into a kind of bit of a defensive slog over here, I'm sure that some tactics will emerge. I'll say my plan, knight here, h4, king h7, rook g8, and playing for g4. And they don't have much space, so like one plan could be that they try and like, if they could drop their king over this side of the board, that would be safer, but they don't have the space to even attempt to walk like that. Okay. So mention they are getting quite wrapped up. But now do I just have g4 here? Is that something that I want? Do I just play g4 here? Or is actually my plan to launch the h pawn? I don't know, because I feel like h3 is a bit of a pain to me. Oh no, because then I get this in. So here, maybe we get like takes, but then I get this really juicy pocket, don't I? And if here, if I get like takes, again I can throw my knight in to get this square. What about like this? Lots of stuff opens up. This. Takes. Queen takes or something. Takes. There. Takes. You got a free move of your knight. Can you defend the square? Maybe you come here, but then there. Oh, choices. These knights are quite tied up, so let's play the long game. Let's get everything where I want it. Maybe g4 probably works. I'm gonna say if they ever come h3, it's okay because I've got h5. Okay, so they do now go for this kind of counterplay here. They're going here, takes. This is maybe a bit annoying, but not quite yet. I think I just want to play king up here. Maybe we trade and he puts a knight here. My position looks good but has no substance. There immediately. Yeah. But I can kick you away now with b5. Let's do that. Definitely playing noticeably quicker. Me, that is. And now I kind of like g4 because this is a bit of a liability. Maybe he wants to open up this pin line such that on takes, the queens come off. Maybe that's the plan. Okay, so here I think I can push again. Let's do that. Could also maybe, yeah, like takes. I said at some point maybe this diagonal. Maybe this diagonal pays some dividends. So check here, push. I think queen here, this rook over, attack the queen. feels pretty nice. Maybe, yeah, maybe with this over here. Takes. Push. It's not no takes because this comes in. So takes. Get control of the file. Or attack the queen. Both of which I think have some merit. So my queen here. Yeah, do it to chop. At some point, like knight here is going to be good. Maybe now. You want to over defend this pawn. Let's start with this. Yeah, I want to defend this pawn. Bishop here to go here. Bishop H is knight here. Bishop here fits to this. Bishop here closes off the diagonal. Maybe use rook here then. Rook here takes. Knight here takes. What's the move? Queen here doesn't. Queen here, knight here. Queen here, I drop this, but I pick up this with a double attack. But so here. Do this. So maybe this. Yeah, maybe this isn't so stupid. Maybe even ideas of like sacking here and checking here and mated. Okay, so any downsides to what you can play here? This. My bishop is hanging. So if they do play this, no. So if they do play. Takes. Same double threat. Let's go for it. opponent offers a draw. Don't want to draw. I also don't really know how to progress. Maybe it's got to be this idea, isn't it? I want to defend this pawn. Okay. Now I get this. Now I'm defending this. Where's that knight going? That knight's got no squares there. What's that doing? If I go here, takes, check, and probably takes on the knight. Can I do that? Let's see. So like there, I think you've got a sack. I don't know. Maybe I didn't need to do that, I don't know. I haven't considered this move. Or maybe I can just check. That is probably just bad. Yes, you can't come up because of this. Okay, good. Takes, check, takes. Or maybe even takes, do I play rook over and threaten some kind of like smothered mate? No, you go here. Yeah, on this I have to go check. I mean, they get lots of counterplay if both these fall, like this pawn comes with check, which I think could be a critical tempo. But yeah, what I'd love is to be able to play rook here, and then I've got queen check here is the most dramatic way. Rook has to take, and then knight f2, smothered mate. It's difficult to stop the knight getting here, so I think the only way for you to get some counterplay is this. Maybe I could also play this. But yeah, I'm staring at the knight, which is maybe useful. I said, I don't think you can come out with your king because I've got rook g8, which should nearly mate itself. Attacking this knight, and I've got some pressure here. So if you take, I can pick up the knight, but yeah, and then I'm up a rook. So currently exchanging a pawn. If they take their takes. Okay, so they drop this. They want this. What happens if I'll try to just go here? So I take the knight, check here. You take here. Surely that's not working for you. I've got this. Don't think that works. Don't think this works. I'm just going to take the knight. I get it. If I went this way, then I get it. Oh, what have I missed there? Oops. Am I forced to play this? Oops. Here takes. Rook against the knight and a pawn. I'm also thinking if like takes, then this hangs. Check here. And check here, check. If I go here, then here. It's annoying. I don't know. Because my queen's nowhere, is it? Just a draw, isn't it? Yeah, so there's a draw. Takes. I don't think yeah. That's just a draw, isn't it? I don't know. It's so annoying. No, yeah, totally missed this bit. Let's bring the rook across. Yeah. Rushed it. Well, I said I wanted to play quicker, so I suppose.